Is there a homeless problem in Durango, or do you feel that there is?
Well, I don't know if it's a homeless problem. We're like many communities. We have a lot of homeless folks that come to our area. We have the soup kitchen and the homeless shelter that works real well for most of the people that come here that need places to stay. But we do also have a population that does not want to stay there or can't stay there for whatever reason, if they have felony convictions or they have maybe they have mental issues, or if they like to drink. Most of those, the shelter's not going to take them.
A woman starved to death in the horse stalls down at the fairgrounds, and she had scrawled on the wall, "Nobody cares," and it's just so disturbing, obviously, to so many people that a small core of it was a Christian group. They just thought, well, how can this happen in our community? A community of such wealth and opportunity, and so they came together and started the first meals, and they're serving out of the back of a van. And so little by little, they went through a couple of churches, and then we finally were able to build this facility in 2002.
Really, the Manna Soup Kitchen, this inception of it started because, sure you read online that the lady that was found down in the stalls at the Florida County Fairgrounds. But the Soup Kitchen has been in some form in Durango at different churches and that since the 50s. And so we're just kind of carrying on that legacy.
Okay. So how many people do you serve, or about how many people do you serve daily?
The numbers seem to fluctuate just depending on kind of the time of the month, Last Friday we had 147 for lunch. We're on target this year to serve 60,000 meals. We had some pretty big increases as the economy has slumped. We went from serving 4,000 meals a month, which was a big number for us, to 5,000 to over 6,000 meals a month.
We've had more problems with homeless camping in town than we've had in the past. We noticed that a lot more this year. And camping is not allowed in the city of Durango, so that makes it a big problem.
Definitely the economy has played a huge role in sort of a steady increase over last year. You look year to date at each month, and we're higher every month. Following that same ebb in the summertime and around the holidays. The faces have changed quite a lot. We see a lot more two-parent families with children in here, and saw a lot of people in the summertime bring their kids in for showers. They were homeless. I know that the shelter was really struggling with meeting the increase in homelessness.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people had to camp out.
My name is John, 55, and I'm born in Los Angeles, California.
Okay, so how did you end up here in Durango?
I used to work for Xerox, and that was back in Southern California. I worked there for 13 years, and the market kind of folded, and jobs started becoming a problem in California as it is here. And my wife and I moved out here, looking for a new start, and I worked here for a little bit, basically doing the same thing, working their copiers. It wasn't the same as LA. I wasn't making anywhere near the kind of money that I made in Los Angeles.
So
But
did you have family here in Durango, or did you
No,
just moved
yeah,
here?
my wife had friends that she's known for years.
Okay, so you're homeless right now?
Yes.
As of right now?
As of this very second.
How long have you been homeless?
Well, my last job was I left in January 2008. So it's been almost 2 years.
Yeah.
No, it's been 2 years, 2.5, going on 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you have kids?
Mm-hmm.
How many?
3.
3.
Alright, hi, my name is Diamond. I'm 20 years old. I guess I should start with when my story really began was when I was in college and I first had the desire to travel around the country. And that's where it started. And I mean, I talked to my dad about it and he yelled at me for about 20 minutes about how I was going to end up, doing all kinds of things for money and drugs and I was going to get AIDS or something. I don't know. So I believed him though, and so I didn't bring it up again. And then a year later, I was engaged to someone, and we broke up. And I moved back in with my mom. I got a job, and I was miserable.
When people say that homeless people are just bums and they don't want to make a living and they want to be homeless, or that if they don't like it, their lives, they can change it, like how?
There's a lot of people talking about that, especially in the last few days, because some of the articles are in the paper. And me personally, I think it's wrong. I mean, there are some people, and I can only speak for myself, but there are some people out there I know for a fact choose to live that way, and that's their right. If that's the way they want to live, who am I to stop them? Me personally, this is not the way I chose to live.
I met a friend who is also a traveler in the park, and I left with him. And I came here to Durango in October, and I've learned so much about humanity and myself and just everything. This isn't so much like a thrill experience for me. It's such a learning experience, and I can't even account for the knowledge that I've gained.
There was an article in the Herald that was very slanted towards, I feel like what the guy did was, he asked me if he could interview some homeless people in my kitchen. So I said, yeah, sure, let me talk to some homeless people that I know and see if they want to talk to you. I'm not just going to point them out. So I talked to a few of the guys that I knew were chronically homeless, and he spoke with them, and then he did this front page article that actually he really used these guys. He used these guys to make it look as though they were you and I, and they just decided that they didn't want to pay taxes.
So what would you do without like the Manasoup Kitchen or the shelter?
Boy, that's tough. That's a tough call. I don't know. I mean, I'm thankful that they're here. That's one of the reasons I volunteer so much, because I believe in what they did in their mission statement, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
And like some of the articles that I've seen in the paper recently are detrimental. And people are, I think, if they're reading these articles, they're getting the wrong impression. And, that's absolutely, wrong. And I think the person the Herald that wrote that should be held accountable for it, because he's doing a lot of harm to a lot of people that need it. And he himself could be here one day and need these services. You should think about that.
The first day we got here, we didn't eat anything, and then we went to the library and found out about Manasoup Kitchen, so we came here the next day, and this is actually one of the better soup kitchens that I've been to since I've been on the road. Like, the one in Colorado Springs is so lame. Not to knock Colorado Springs, I mean, I know, all soup kitchens are doing good things, but this is way better. Just saying.
What else do you offer other than the meals?
Wow. The list is huge. I just take care of the kitchen part, but we have Cherie Cobb next door, and she's our volunteer coordinator, and she handles all client services, and there are gas vouchers and hygiene packs, and just prescription help, medication help, and the list is big of things that she does.
Is there an application process that you have to go through?
No, you come in and you come in with a need and we try to meet it, and we just pray that, God will take care of it, that's how we roll, so.